Hello, everyone. Welcome to Book Club Preview. I'm Michael, and today we're looking at Warriors Fire and Ice, Chapter 16. And gotta be honest, this one was a little emotional for me. It starts off with finding out Blue Star has a green cough. Oh man, I guess this is like ammonia or like getting ammonia, right? I think like that's probably one of the worst things I can get, where like a flu or cold gets inside your lungs. It can be very, very dangerous. I don't know what green cough is, but maybe it's something like that. But as Fireheart wakes up and he kind of goes over to Blue Star's den to see if there's any news, I think it's Mousefur runs out straight to Yellowfang. Yellowfang runs out straight back to Blue Star's den, and they're in there for a moment. And then I think Fireheart, somehow he finds out that Blue Star has green cough, which is very, very bad. And while he's worrying about Blue Star, Dustpaw runs up and he's like, I need to talk to Blue Star. And Fireheart says, you can't, because no one can go in there, or other the cats can get the green cough. You can't go in there. And then Dustpaw gets a little angry. He wants to challenge Fireheart a little bit. Fireheart challenges back to Dustpaw, and it looks like they're going to battle a little bit. And then Yellowfang comes, and she's like, we don't have time for this. Fireheart, you need to go to the Two-Leg place and get an herb called catnip. And Dustpaw says, I need to see Blue Star. I need to tell her Tiger Claw's warning. And she says, we don't have time for that. And he says, Tiger Claw thinks Shadow Clan is hunting in our territory. And Yellowfang says, Blue Star doesn't need to see that. She can trust her deputy. But Dustpaw says, it doesn't matter. That's what Tiger Claw wants. And so Yellowfang says, it doesn't matter. And then Fireheart says, I can go get the leaves and then bring them back and then go give Tiger Claw the message that Blue Star can't come. Dustpaw gets really offended and he says, I can go. You're not a better messenger than me. But Yellowfang says, look, Dustpaw, we need you here at camp. If Shadow Clan is in our territory, then you need to stay here and protect us. We need warriors here. And so Dustpaw kind of gives up, and then Fireheart runs off. To go get some catnip. Catnip is like this plant that cats eat, and it makes them all like, woo! It's like a drug for cats. So cats can actually get really addicted to this leaf. So I'm very, very impressed here later on. But as Fireheart is leaving to go get this catnip, Cinderpaw says, Fireheart, I can go give the message to Tiger Claw. And Fireheart, his mind is just going crazy right now. Blue Star's sick and might die. He almost battled with Dustpaw. He needs to go to Two-Leg place. He needs to go give Tiger Claw a message. I mean, he's just feeling overwhelmed, I guess. So he's like, no, go to your den. Stay in the camp. If Shadow Clan's around, you need to stay in the camp. And he runs off. He goes and he gets this catnip, which he remembers from when he's in his childhood. When he goes to that old place, he kind of gets flooded with his Two-Leg memories. And it's really kind of confusing for him. He keeps having to shake his head to focus in on his mission. Even when he gets the catnip, the smell of it can maybe even make him a little bit crazy. So he kind of gets dizzy with everything going on, but he manages to get the leaves of the catnip, and he really wants to eat it. Oh man, it's going to taste so good and feel so good, but he doesn't, because Blue Star needs it. He has a whole stack in his mouth, and he runs back off, and he can't breathe through his mouth, so he's breathing through his nose, and he feels like his chest is going to explode. But he finally gets there. He drops off the catnip to Yellowfang, and she gets it. But then he notices that Cinderpaw's missing. He can smell some excited Cinderpaw scent in the air, and he looks around and he can't really ask anyone about her, so he goes and says, Brackenpaw, where's Cinderpaw? Oh, what? Where's Cinderpaw? Shoot. Okay, Graystripe. Maybe Graystripe can help me. Graystripe, have you seen... Graystripe? Graystripe's missing. Oh, is he meeting Silverstream? Oh, I feel so betrayed and overwhelmed. I was like, I gotta go. I just gotta go give this message to Tiger Claw. And he runs off. But as he's running off to this burned tree, which is near the Thunder Path, he can kind of smell Cinderpaw sometimes. And he's like, oh no, did Cinderpaw come out to give Tiger Claw this message? And he's getting kind of angry thinking about it. He gets to the Thunder Path and he's running along to meet where Tiger Claw is. And he hears this, and his skin gets cold as he remembers hearing the same sound in his dream. And he tries to yell to Tiger Claw, have you seen Cinderpaw? But a two-leg car is driving by. And then he sees this little body next to the Thunder Path, I think. Whatever it is, wherever it is Cinderpaw. And that is how the chapter ends. And that is a terrible way to end the chapter. I am so close. I want to read the next chapter, but I'm not going to. Oh, that's really hard. Well, I hope Cinderpaw is not dead. Okay. Criticize. Criticize is to say, to look at something and to find all the wrong things about it and to share all those wrong things to the other person. So on this day, Fireheart decided that Brackenpaw and Cinderpaw, they're just going to take a break from their training because he's a little bit too worried about Blue Star and he wants to stay around. Luckily, though, Tiger Claw isn't at the camp to criticize Fireheart's choice, to tell him that he's doing bad, that he's a bad teacher, that he needs to do better, whatever. So Tiger Claw's not there to say bad things about Fireheart's idea, criticize. That's the only one I wrote down for this chapter. So again, please let me know if there's other words that you didn't know while you were reading, okay? Please write those down and write them in the comments so that way we can talk about those together. Because if you didn't know a word, someone else didn't know that word. And when you write it down, you actually help others, okay? So don't be selfish. Write that word down in the YouTube comments to help your friends. Okay. Discussion question. If Cinderpaw is alive, oh man, how would you discipline her? Okay? If you were Cinderpaw's mentor, how would you discipline her after this action of not obeying, of doing something dangerous, all that kind of stuff? Oh, I hope Cinderpaw's alive. And I'm so worried. If she's dead, what will Tiger Claw say? What will happen? Oh my goodness. Okay. A lot of discussion questions I could ask there, but focus on this one. But of course, please make your own discussion question. That is all the time that we have for today. But thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Book Club Preview. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.